The DMac&Z Show presents Words of Wisdom from Zach.
Dear Penthouse Forum.
Dear Penthouse Forum. That's right.
So I was on my boat the other days, and I decided to go to a bar.
Yeah.
Craig's the most recent person to send a letter to Dear Penthouse Forum by a typewriter. Back in my day, this was new technology.
My God. Y'all scare me sometimes.
This is the DMac&Z Show.
This is the D-Mac and Zach Show.
Hello.
Well, there's Joe chiming in right off the cusp. You got to love it. What is it, Joe?
I have nothing. I just want to say hi.
Oh,
Thanks for
hush.
listening.
Oh, we got KDan back. Zach's here. What's up, Zach?
I'm just glad it's good. It's kind of calmed down.
Yeah?
I don't know how calm it is.
Yeah?
Ain't never calm down.
There you go.
They're calming down a little. They're excited that they're going to get to fight each other.
Yeah, I'm just going to
They just want to beat each other's meat to death.
Yep, phrasing.
Yeah,
Phrasing. He's
phrasing,
like an
please.
editor. Just right at phrasing. I don't know why they're so excited about it.
All six of us are here.
Everybody's here. Anyway, so we're going to start out with when your husband will finally choose you over his buddies.
I don't have a husband.
No, I just want to say that
This doesn't pertain to
Not
me.
yet, all right? You've got to travel to Vermont. We know you've got the
if you're a
tickets in
husband.
your mail.
If you're a husband.
What?
No, I'm saying that to Zach, if you're a husband,
Yeah.
this is when you'll choose a woman over.
Yeah. If you're not a husband, if you're a woman, then your husband will choose you over
Just
his
see
buddies.
if see if this works out.
This is an awful riddle. I'm already confused.
It didn't even have any numbers in it. Anyway, so
The horse rode into town on Friday, right?
Yeah,
Is
right.
that how it
Yeah.
goes?
There's two trains that leave from two cities, and they're both going in different directions at each other. And then,
if a rooster lays an egg on top of an A-frame house, which way does it roll?
neither.
Blue?
42.
89 and a half. If roosters don't lay eggs. Anyway.
Oh, I see what he did there. What a jackass.
Really? Never heard that before?
That's crazy.
What a...
Uh-huh. I thought he was the trivial master. Whatever.
Why does a chicken coop have two doors?
What?
Because if it had four, it'd be a chicken sedan. There.
Da-da-ching.
Boom.
That's, okay, I
Actually-
see what you did there.
I actually like that one.
Anyway, ladies, if you're sick of your husband hanging out with his buddies instead of you,
There's 5 single men right here.
that's right.
Right here in this studio.
Yep.
But there's 4, and then
Me.
he's
Yeah.
married.
Well, anyway, so whenever he'll finally start hanging out with you more than his buddies, and the bad news is you're going to have to wait till he's like 70.
Yeah.
According to a recent study, men
You hear that, younger ladies?
That's right. Men start to appreciate time with their wives more and more when they hit their 70s, and one reason is because they become more in touch with their feminine side, so they can relate to you better. See, there's a good thing, ladies, for our testosterone dying off and our hair falling out.
Only took 7 years to get there.
Well, hey,
I just want to point out that I do have an ID that says I'm 70.
do you? And why is that?
Senior citizens discounts. Damn. I mean, come on, man. Free coffee
Sometimes
at Hardee's.
There you go.
Sometimes you just want the early bird special.
Yeah, exactly.
Sometimes you want to get 2 dinners for one.
Yeah,
dinners for
and I'll
one.
tell you what, all it takes is a $20 bill to the right person at the DMV, and they'll put any age you want on your license.
That's right.
Yep. Yeah, and you should see when I'm like, I want my senior citizens discount. And they're like, how old are you? I'm like, 70. They're like, show me your ID, and I'm like, boom, bitch. Read it and weep.
That's right.
You have aged terribly.
Horribly. Look at those.
Or really
eyes, man.
well.
Really well. Yeah,
There you go. My bad.
Aged
I had
beautifully.
that twisted.
Yeah,
So
beautifully.
you're like Bob Barker
I am. Yeah.
Yeah. What?
Or Dick Clark.
or Dick Clark
Both of which are
Cryogenically preserved?
dead.
or Walt Disney.
Yeah.
There you go. Well, he just
Also
got his frozen
dead.
head, right?
Yeah. And Hitler.
And Hitler, they got his
Yeah.
frozen head.
Whoa.
Whoa, that just took a dark turn. Anyway,
No, he aged well. That's what I'm saying.
oh, I understand. I thought you meant they had his
No.
frozen head.
Well, I mean, they probably do. But
More than likely. Ziffurer. Anyway,
Damn.
the other reason is pretty simple, though, that, you know, your man's going to hang around with you more. It's because that all their friends are dying off. So they need someone else to hang out with, and lucky you, it's you. So if you didn't hate your significant other before you hit 70, it might happen because
Learn to.
they're around all the time.
This is how I see this playing out, though.
Okay.
If I ever get married, she's going to outlive me for one, because she's going to be the one that kills me.
He's going to be such a lucky guy.
Yeah, having been married numerous times, I'll tell you that every day just kills you just a little inside. Just it's like it's like a drop of water that eventually like carves a channel into a rock. It's just like that.
It's like the slowest hourglass of all time.
Yeah, you know what? I'll tell you this. My last marriage, I was married for 3.5 years, and it seemed like 3.5 minutes underwater.
Oh.
Yeah, that's the best description I can give you.
Well, if it was as soul-sucking as the last 5 minutes of this show,
We're sorry to down on that, but yeah, I think Zach is dead on. He knows exactly what's going on here.
I know.
well,
He knows
Zach
how
is,
it's going to play out.
he's been left at the altar before, so he's a little bit of some charred equipment over here.
Twice,
Yeah,
right?
twice.
It was twice.
You
Yeah,
know what I said the second time? I said, I'm going to get me a fat one next time. Can't run it off.
that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, break your knee before you
The
start.
second
There you
one
go.
didn't even show up. The second one was
No.
in another state by the time the wedding
Yeah,
happened.
Really?
She left the night before.
You got a fast horse.
Yeah.
No, I think she took a car.
Well, no, I mean his name was
I think
like
she took
Steve
a car
or
to
something.
a what?
Well, from what we pieced together, it all started at a Red Roof Inn, and then
I don't know how you
downhill from
say
there.
Steve in Filipino, but that's what he was.
Pretty
It was the
much.
Facebook. I guarantee it was that old space book.
Face.
Yeah,
That's what
I
it
mean that's what actually started off the whole Kevin and Joe deal was the space book, if I remember correctly.
was.
Yeah, I told him to update the freaking profile picture with, and
God, here we go.
and he never did.
This has been going on for like 3
that's
weeks.
his job. I do my job. You like
Barely.
when.
Oh.
Hey, we have a new show every week, almost every week, and
That's my point.
And 90% of it he has to edit out.
Yeah.
I'm going to
We say
edit.
words,
Not because
we
of
should.
me.
I'm going to edit out that right there. I'm telling you that.
I think the only producers who have to do more editing to a show are like the people who produce like Cops. Like they do like 6 8-hour shifts.
Yeah.
And they have to edit it to a 30-minute show, and he takes our 8 hours that we record and edits it down to
Yeah.
45 minutes.
At least
True.
there's no face blurring for this, but it still
Or
takes just as
genitalia
long.
blurring.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, that too.
Well,
Thanks.
if it was video, there would be.
Well, of course, but I mean, what you see, what you get.
Yeah.
You know, this is HBO.
We do
so
have faces for radio.
We really
Yeah.
do. That's why we have. Yeah,
Well,
we
speak for
started.
yourself. I'm the best-looking guy you'll ever hear.
Well, of course you're the best looking guy. Well, you're the only one of us that's been married and actually caught a woman.
Yeah.
I mean, Zach got one in.
I got a trap in the yard. Every time I go home, something's in there.
I'm to the
right.
point now where I prefer catch and release.
Well, yeah. Well, he should stop baiting it with Victoria's Secret. I told him they like the granny panties better.
Depends on what you're fishing for.
I wouldn't use Depends.
What?
All right, can we-
Mike.
thank you.
All right.
How long did he make it, Doc?
Yeah.
Oh, he made it almost 6 minutes into this one. I'm
Really?
impressed.
Hey,
yeah,
that's
I think
impressive.
that
Yeah.
may be a new record. I'll have to look at the. I'm pretty sure that's a new
Oh,
record.
yeah, going to have to
That
look
was
at the
a little
log.
funny.
Yeah, I'll look at the log and see.
That was a little funny, though. I'll give him that. It made me giggle. Anyway, the study also found that 30% of guys who stayed married for at least 50 years were still happy with their marriage on their 50th anniversary.
Liars. That's what I'm going to call out.
Those are the henpecked ones that are still alive because their wives, shoved, all those pills and whatnot down their throat to keep them that way. Go figure why. 42% rated their marriage as so-so, and 28% stayed married that long even though they were miserable.
No, I know how this works.
So 28 people told the truth.
No, I'll put it to you like, what was the first number? 70%?
52.
52%? 52% of those guys still get BJs once a week.
Yeah.
Were you
And
kidding?
what was the next one?
42.
No, wait. The first number was
30%.
30.
Those are the guys who hate it.
Happy.
Are
No, no,
happy.
no.
Who are the guys who hate it?
28%.
So many numbers, I'm confused.
That's what screwed
Oh
me
my
up.
God.
Joe's over here trying to make sense out of it. I figured we should have gone with the first one.
Do it in the same order that you did it to start with.
30% of guys who stayed married for at least 50 years are still happy. 30% of guys.
Yeah, those are guys who are getting BJs once a week.
Right.
What's the next one?
42% rated their marriage as so-so.
They get BJs when she's drunk
On your birthday.
and on your birthday.
28% stayed married that long even though they were miserable.
They pour, and she is making the money, and that's all there is.
She
to that.
beats him.
She beats
Yeah,
him. Yeah,
and he
Those
didn't
are-
want her to get half
But, I
his
mean,
stuff.
hey, you hit 300, you're going to make it to the Hall of Fame. That's 30%.
It's true. Yeah, that is 30. Yeah, that is. That is very true.
So, you can't complain.
I could complain, nobody listens.
We don't listen to shows. So.
Well, yeah, there is that.
Well,
You
we're
already
here.
accused me
Why
of
do
it.
we really need to?
Yeah, I mean, seriously, we're in the middle of this great contraption we call a radio show, and, well, we don't know.
Well, DMac still hasn't listened to the show from 2 weeks ago, so we still don't know what happened there.
I lived it, Dottie.
That's right. That's right. You tell him, Doc. You tell him. I didn't live that show, though. I wasn't there for that show. But anyway, 4 do's and don'ts of summer dating. Do be open to anything. Summer is a good time to loosen up and try new things. There's Actifer.
If I had a nickel for every time I told a woman that,
Oh.
I'd have like $3.35.
The last time I was open about something like that,
Oh, I remember this was on.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you know,
right in the.
What?
how many nights I spent at the free clinic?
I know. I drove you. I remember.
I like to be more closed from now on. Be real.
I think you just have to be more selective. I think a big problem
You
is
don't know it. You can't knock it till you try it. Though.
that is true. And I'll tell you this: I don't think that starting to drink at 9 o'clock in the morning helps us as much as we think it does.
I would have started at 8 if I'd have woke up that early.
I know. Well, woke up is come to is more the. Anyway,
true. That's
anyway, all right. So
Well,
be more
no,
open.
if you want to tell the truth, you would have started at 8 if the guy had let the dollar fly out of his vehicle an hour earlier.
Let's puzzle. Let's put that in a puzzle. We'll come back to it.
Put a pin in it. Got it.
Duly noted.
Duly noted. Boom.
All right. Number 2, don't get too serious. In the summer, most people like to keep things casual. That's why not to say serious relations, or that's not to say serious relationships
Can
can't
you even
happen.
read right now?
I don't know. I try, but everything comes out in Cyrillic. That's not to say serious relationships can't happen, just that you'll want to be on the same page before you start thinking about settling down.
Wait, is this number 2?
This is number 2.
Baby, listen, I'm as casual as I get.
That's right. Look at him.
I don't even wear underwear half the time.
That's right. Commando.
I don't know how to get more casual than that.
Yeah.
Just let the boys swing.
Catch and release.
Number 3, do focus on fun. And that goes back to number 1.
I focus
be
on a
open
pair
to
of fun
anything.
all the time, and they think I'm gawking at them.
Yep.
I like that. Between the nice weather, barbecues, and pool parties, summer is all about having fun. So focus on the positive instead of the negative.
God.
Yeah, we're about that all the time.
So what if you didn't get a 10 that night? You got 5 2s.
Yeah, she's like, "Oh, let me tell you all about what I did on vacation." I'm like, "Yeah, why don't you tell me with your top off?"
Man, you got to slay some dragons to get to the princess.
That's right, you sure do.
Was that a Zelda reference?
You got to go through some 2s to get to the 10s, man.
Yeah,
You know?
that's math.
Yeah.
Right there. That's math all over the
Well,
place.
here's your glass half full. For every guy or girl that doesn't text or call, there will be another better one who will.
I don't know about better, but there will be another one. That's for sure.
It doesn't matter if it takes to getting your wallet out or not. Number 4, don't pressure yourself. Not everything has to be about finding someone to get it on with this summer.
I thought that the whole thing was about
Yeah,
relieving pressure.
yeah.
That's what I thought. But if you put too much pressure on yourself, you're just going to end up having a bad time.
Yeah, you can't
Have a
look
bad
desperate.
time.
Yeah.
Well, think about too much pressure. You know, Jason Biggs, right? Isn't he the guy off American Pie?
Oh yeah.
yeah. Did you hear what his wife got him for his birthday?
Is this a joke?
No, this
Oh.
is true
No,
story. True
what?
story. Took
Please
him
be
out
a
to
hooker.
Vegas and got him a hooker. Now, not only did she get him
Now,
one
she's
hooker,
a keeper.
she got him 3 hookers because the first 2 hookers didn't work out. So she brought him in to
Wait,
have seriously.
Elaborate.
Can we back? Yeah, how
I'm
does
getting
the
there.
hooker not work out?
I'm getting there. So
Okay.
evidently, he couldn't perform, as it were. So what happened the first 2 nights was pretty much his wife sitting on the bed eating potato chips and laughing at him.
No, she's not a keeper. I thought she was a good egg, but
That's
no,
messed up.
she was
Now-
a bad egg.
Now,
Damn
no.
it, Veruca Salt.
how do you tie that into what we were talking about?
I don't know.
ADD
I have
tell.
no
What
idea.
crazy swinging bridge across a mucky river did we cross?
It's all about pressure, man. It made me think of it. He was under pressure. He couldn't perform.
There's a Queen song called Under Pressure. It would have been more relevant if you'd have went that direction.
Yeah.
Well, next time I say something, why don't I just run it past you first?
I'm right
There,
beside
Zach.
you.
I was going to
Coulda.
say he's right there.
Write
Well,
it down.
He's got his bad ear to me.
Write it down. Jeez.
I'm just kidding. That was a
No,
good, that was a good segment.
Now you feel bad. I'm having a little pity
Let's
party
not
over
throw
here.
that word good around so easily.
No, it wasn't great. It wasn't good. It was fair.
Yeah, it was. You got to go through a lot of 2 segments before you get to a 10.
You really do.
Yeah.
You really do.
We're the
is-
Way to
we're the
bring it
white
home.
trash
Yeah.
of radio so far.
this
Yeah,
is
we are.
The 2 segment of like 5,043.
Yeah.
Yeah. Click. Oh, we don't have that. This isn't TV, is it?
Nope.
We learned that though, didn't we? Sometime.
You were supposed to.
TV. Did you, Zach?
For DMac. We got Joe down there.
Yeah, baby Doc.
Doc and
KDan.
Howdy KDan.
Howdy KDan, who's always
We might be back next week.
Oh,
you
my
keep
goodness.
turning his radio or his microphone off. the
No,
poor
we
kid.
got to freaking. I'm building that. Well, I'm not building it. Somebody's building that ring.
Yeah.
That's going to be.
You got the
they
cute-
they literally just opened the stunt compound here at the Manor. They're going to put that thing together. We're gonna have a wrestling ring.
That's right.
SummerSlam coming your way. It's gonna be awesome.
Come on by
I got
and
to
watch
practice my Mean Gene Okerlund.
Uh-huh.
Oh, it's gonna be awesome.
If
That's
you're
right.
really interested in watching it, you can come hit us up on the Facebook this week.
Yep.
Yep.
We'll let you know where this is going to happen. You can
Be
come hang
selling
out with
tickets.
us. Bring food.
Yep.
Yeah.
We'll cook it for you.
It's
And
BYOF and BYOB
bring food and
and-
beer, and we'll eat and drink
Yeah.
most of your stuff.
and
Yeah.
BYOC or
No.
DYOC. Drive your own car.
Drive your own car.
Yeah.
That's it. 'Cause you
And
got-
if you've got a bunch of mud, we might
Bring
turn it into
your
a mud wrestle.
younger sister. What is
Yeah.
it? BYYS.
Okay, that's it. For DMac, Zach, Doc, KDan, and the infamous Joe, we're out. We'll be back next week. Gonna have a fight. Gonna be fun.
Thank God.
Well, that's all for today. You can catch what you missed anytime on Spreaker. Just search for DMac and Zach and keep up with all things DMac and Zach by liking us on Facebook and following us on Twitter. This is the DMac and Zach Show.